Okay, amazing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's training. I'm super excited to do this with you. Obviously, we just did the Make Your Empowering event. We just did the Make Your Empowering. Oh my God, I can't talk. Sorry, I'm just so giddy from live videos for an hour. Make Your Environment Empowering event. I actually did it on Facebook and Zoom, so we can have it in even more ways. And the reason I did that was because I know that Facebook is amazing for sharing stuff. Facebook is so good for clicking one button and being able to share it with the world. And I really hope that someone tonight has gone and shared the video that I spoke about, because you know, a lot of the stuff that I spoke about has been things that have really got me through my times, good and bad. And I really hope that I want us to be a team of people that are inspiring people like that, you know? Anyway, Jenny's doing something really amazing. So before I do anything else, I just have to make some last minute notes. I really would love it, Jenny, if you could just share I know you're doing a really amazing project, which I found out about today. So I don't know if anybody else knows about it, but let's hear what you're doing because it's so cool.
Okay, hi. Okay, so basically, I heard about this project or program called Learning for Change that we have here in the city of St. John, through the Women's Empowerment Network, and a 10-week program, 4 weeks of skills and meeting different contacts and stuff like that, and helping you get back into if you want to get back in the workforce, whatever you want to do with your life. But basically, you choose a project that means a lot to you, and what my group has chose to come up with is we are working on creating a community drop-in area where people of all ages and of whether you're homeless or whether you're a single mom like I am, or anything, just to build community and have an empowering community around you, as well as be able to provide a nutritious meal for these people, because that's something that especially the city of St. John really lacks, is access to fresh fruits and vegetables that are at a decent price. So we're actually currently working on getting the Tower Gardens in. So we're not sure whether we're doing the one or the family, but but we are working on inserting that into this project, as well as I spent my whole the last couple weeks just going out and surveying, and we're working on looking for sponsorships and doing raffles and auctions and all kinds of different things to raise money to create this kind of a community drop-in area where services can be made for people that don't really have them, such as seeing a nurse and dental assistants and maybe foot care, stuff like that eventually, working just small, I guess, and just really putting in services in another part of the city that don't really have them, and giving people adding that, having value, and really showing people a place and community and love, and giving access to lots of great resources, as because I'll be part of it is that I want to provide some of our studies and different stuff like that, be able to give resources to more access to how to really provide your bodies with the proper nutrition and stuff like that. So, and if you have any questions, I can try to answer them.
That was perfect, because you said it as I finished writing my list. I love you, Jenny. Thank you guys for your patience. Basically, the last time I did a big Facebook Live and I tried to go back to, talk to the people, Facebook didn't tell me half the freaking people. It only tells you who liked it. And I was like, oh my God, because I had so many people join that. At one point we had 20 plus people, and I was like, oh my God. So anyway, I just wrote down all the names from most of the people that joined. Yes. Now I have all the people to message. And I really wanted you to share that, Jenny, and wasn't sure if you could share. So I'm really glad that you could. I think that's amazing. Honestly, Jenny, that is what Juice Plus is, guys. Honestly, that is what Juice Plus is. Juice Plus is about community. It's about creating community. exactly what our purpose is. That's the mission, like community, create community. That's the mission. Forget everything else. The mission in this is create community. And guess what? You create a community like they did in Australia, you'll have a business like they didn't do in Australia. You know what I mean? We all know the Aussies are rocking it and they just keep continuing to. One of them was watching us on our live. So we should all be doing something like that to better our communities. For me, I've been thinking about how I can do that in London. And actually, I suppose one of the ways is to really host events again in London. And I know people love that. Even if I only have 15 people come, the point is the 15 people that have been coming to those events have been incredible. And obviously, Model Me, my new business, a big part of that is creating community. That's the first thing I tell people when they say, what do you do? I say, I create a community for models and creatives, you know? And I really, 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 really want to encourage you guys to, you know, Mom, you live in a village. Rebecca, you live in a village. Katie, you live in a smaller area. I know you all have challenges on reasons that you cannot do cannot create community. And then, you know, those challenges, depending on what you look at them, I believe you all have challenges, but I believe you all have excuses too, me included. And I really believe that we need to, you know, just take a step up out of our comfort zone and say, actually, you know what Jenny's doing is not comfortable, you know, like Jenny is spending time with people that she doesn't know and trying to like approach people about something called the Tower Garden that she didn't really know that much about when she started doing it. That's not comfortable. Like, in fact, all of that is actually really not, you know, it's not easy. And it's even less easy when you are someone like Jenny, who wasn't always the most confident person, you know, wasn't always somebody that, you know, could bounce around. Like, I can jump on a live after I've been crying and I can deal with it, you know, because I have a personality that allows me to do that. But I know so many of you couldn't, and I would never expect you to do that. So I really admire you, Jenny, for being somebody that, like, sorry, I need to swallow and my throat all of a sudden nearly kicked in at me. I really admire you, Jenny, for being somebody that, you know, is actually putting your neck on the line a little bit. And I can't wait to tell Lauren what you're doing, because Lauren, I know, will freak. She'll think it's amazing, and will hopefully try and help you herself as well. And I know I would like to connect you with more of the other people in Canada so we can, you know, help you in that respect. And I'd really as well like to just make sure that, like, as a team, we're supporting each other. And I believe there are so many more ways that we can support each other. Don't hate me. I'm going to eat some chips while we talk because I'm so hungry and I don't eat anything at the moment. I have no appetite. So I'm just trying to eat, basically. And chips was like on the way home. So what I want to ask everybody, I know you were all on the call last week. If not, you probably gauged what was going on. I want to know if everybody made a Facebook page after my call that I did last week. Oh, they're soggy. Did anyone make a Facebook page? Or does anyone have a Facebook page and you're still thinking after last week's call, Tash, you might say that I've got a Facebook page, but what the hell do you want me to do with it? If you are thinking that, it's okay to think that.
I mean, I've still got that, like my Cat Crazy one, but I haven't done anything with that for like ever. Okay, so
your brand is actually perfect. Like for what we could create, your brand is perfect, because how I see it could go for you is you could end up getting sponsorship deals from cat companies. You know what I mean? Like stupid shit. Like, not stupid, I know you love cats, but like it's stupid shit, you know? It's not like climate change. But it could be that. It could be that. Cats and climate change. Who knows? What I'm trying to say, guys, let me just have some water. I need to breathe. I'm going to get very excited. I would really like this training call not to only share, I have made a ton of notes. So many notes, actually, that I wrote on the train today. But one thing I did write was this, and it really made me think about what I want training to be like. And I obviously did that poll last week, and I know so many of you commented and stuff. I shouldn't have to set goals for people, you know, and I shouldn't have to ask for proof for something that you've done. In my opinion, I only do that because I did what Lauren did with me. Lauren used to say to me, show me your grid. And I showed her my grid, and I would never show Lauren an empty grid because I'd rather die. And I know that some of you feel that way with me, that you're like, I'd rather die than send her my grid with one person on it. Like, no, thank you. And so the reason I do that is because then you do actually do the work. It's not because if you have no people on your grid, I'm not going to think any less of you. Like, I'm not. I'm sorry. You might think I might, but I'm not. Like, I'm still going to love you. I'm not going to think, oh my God, lazy bitch. I'm not going to think that. But I do know that you will all go to work if I say, I sent 3 of the team yesterday a text saying, so can you send me your grid for the last 2 weeks? And then tomorrow I want you to send me this week's. And, I didn't even get a reply straight away, I don't think, from any one of them. And then I look at people like Katie, who sent me her grid on Friday night for this week, and she had 17 people on her grid in 5 days. And I look at Katie and I look at the rest of you, and there is, the capability of Katie and the rest of you, like, Katie, you're amazing, and I'm not shutting you down in any way here, but all of you could do what Katie does. And you all know Katie's story. She works this business in secret, man. She stays up late at night so her parents don't find out. You all know Katie's story. I don't need to sit here and tell it you. And if she can give me a grid with 17 people in 5 days, it's not like I look at Katie like, oh my God, like an angel now, and like all the rest of you are rats. That's not what I'm saying. But if Katie can, you all can. Katie is such an amazing example of what it is like to be in this team, because she is someone that has come from a place of uncertainty and unconfidence. And she is someone now that she'll put her face on video and she will share her story. A year ago, Katie probably would have laughed in our faces. She probably didn't laugh in our face, but you know what I'm saying? Like, she was like, no, I'm never doing that. Like, and she probably said that to herself, I'm never going to do what they do. I'm never going to be able to get on video like Jenny does. Like, she probably said that. And then she probably watched other people come along like Jessica and jump on a video really quickly. Okay. And be able really quickly to just, like, wing it. And she probably sat there and thought, I'm never going to be able to do that. And now look what Katie's able to do. Not only does she do live videos and she comes on video, but she sends me grids with boundless people on that. I'm now like, right, Katie, let's turn these people into customers and team members. What is it I need to do to help you? So I want all of you to not just make a crazy income from Juice Plus, but wouldn't it be really amazing if you could make a crazy income from social media too? And Juice Plus really allows you to do that, to use your social media. But also what allows you to do that, or what can allow you to do that, is Facebook pages, which, like I said last week. So Jenny, let's maybe do a bit of training, you and me. And Katie as well, if you can talk. I don't think you can. Can you let me know? If not, we will have a call this week. That's fine. And Mum will do it with you as well, and we'll do it with Rebecca and Jessica when they get back to their house. You can all benefit off each other's, which is why I want to do it one-on-one. So, Jenny, do you have a Facebook page? Okay, Katie. No worries. Do you have a Facebook page? If you do, what is it called? If you don't, what do you think you could call it?
No. I just have my regular Facebook. That's it.
Your profile?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think you could do a Facebook page on?
Something to do with, like, mom stuff, I guess.
Okay, so I know you don't feel great right now, and I can tell that just so quickly from your voice. But when you were talking about the communities, you had a different voice. So remind yourself of how amazing it is what you're doing for your community. Remind yourself of that and get back into that space, so that when we think and talk about your Facebook page, you already pretend like it's making an impact. Because I know you can. You know you can. You're just in a space right now where you feel like you can't, but that doesn't mean it's true. And I know it's not true, because you're an SDD, you're a VF, and you made serious money from promoting yourself, and you know you're capable. So let's do that again. What Facebook page do you think you could, what kind of Facebook page, what kind of theme do you think you could have?
Something to do with like empowering moms. Something to do with maybe,
empowering moms is good. So I love the name of your call, Mummies Mean Business. Do you like that name?
Yeah, I think we were going to switch it to Mama's Mean Business, but
whatever you want, that's cool. Yeah. Cool with me. So Mama's Mean Business. So Mama's Mean Business, what does that mean to you? I want you to forget that you know what the Juice Plus business is right now. If someone saw a Facebook page, Mama's Mean Business, what do you think that could mean? Like, let's brainstorm. If you have a pen and paper, even better, we'll write it down together. But what do you think that could mean? If someone invited you to like a page, Mama's Mean Business, like what would be the first thing that goes through your head?
Things to do with how they make their day go as efficiently as possible. Maybe like little storage hacks or ways to make things easier for parents to get things done quicker.
This is great. Sorry, what was the third thing you said? You said go as efficient as possible, storage hacks, and to make life easier. This is amazing. Okay, we are working with great stuff. Did you guys know that? Wow. Okay, great. That's great. So let's make a Facebook page, Mama's Mean Business. Actually, I'm just going to ask, we have another mum on the call, so we might as well ask her for her opinion. Mum, what do you think? If you got invited to that page, what would you think?
Yeah, I was thinking on the same lines as you, Jenny, as I've got one at the moment called Minter's Vitality, but to be honest, I've not been posting on it for a while.
Right, we'll talk about yours in a minute. Just tell me, if someone invited you to a page, Mama's Mean Business, what would you think?
I would think, this is a group about some mums that really mean that they want to get on with life and make a change in positive things. I would think on the lines of that.
Okay, so mums that want to make a change, okay? A positive impact. So, Jenny, I want you to forget, just pretend for a minute that your Facebook page has got nothing to do with the Juice Plus business. Your Facebook page, the sole purpose of your Facebook page should be about wanting to help mums make their life easy as possible. Your Facebook page should be about creating a community of mums that really mean business, that mums that mean it. They love their child so much. They want to make their child's life so amazing, but they also want to make their life easier as well, because it's hard. Being a mum is hard, right? So within that frame of work that we're going to be able to share on the Facebook page, I'm actually really excited about this for all of you, because you all have very different ways that you can use a Facebook page, and ways that we can really help people. And, if you'd read Gary Vee's book, I think you would all be as excited as I am about it, because you would really see what I see, which is really why I think everybody needs to read that book. But basically, the Facebook page that you have, you could write, for example, one day you might wake up late for school. Okay, let's act a story. You wake up late for school and you're like, oh shit, I didn't make JC his lunch today and I'm late. So very quickly, you find a way to make an okay lunch. Doesn't need to be perfect. You're a mum, okay? Most days you're just surviving. So you make an okay lunch, you whack it together, nutritious-ish, maybe a little bit. It's going to fill him up, and you take a picture of it quickly. Quick, take a picture. And then you take him to school, blah, blah, and you get home, and then you sit down and you post on your Facebook page, and you be honest and be yourself and be vulnerable and be real. Be yourself. Your Facebook pages, every single one of you, I want you to be yourself. Do not pretend to be anybody else. Do not be me, because I'm not a mum. I'm never going to be what Jenny is, not right now, because I'm not a mum, right? So then you go on your Facebook page, Jenny, and you go, hands up, I have a confession to make. This morning, I overslept. My son and me woke up late for school. Any other mums ever done that before? And then you could put one of those emojis that does this. Have you seen that one? I love that one. The face plant one. If you haven't seen it, I'll send it to you. Like this. Or you could do the monkey one. Ooh, that one. And you're going to go, any other mums done this before? And you're going to go, so I didn't make my son's lunch. I didn't make my son's lunch the night before. And then you could, if you feel like a bad mum, just be honest. Be like, I feel like a bad mum. If you don't put that. Don't lie. But I just feel like a bad mum. Oh God. Anybody, and then you could ask again, has anybody else ever done that? And then you can write on your post, so I had 5 minutes to make him the most nutritious lunch that I could possibly think of that would fill him up and be big enough for a lunch with not much ingredients in the fridge, and really, really had to use my imagination. Here's what he had. And then you can just post a picture, and if you want, you could write the ingredients. And and you can post it. Bing, post. Nobody might like the post. You might think nobody sees the post. But the next day, you do the same thing. You have a different story. Because correct me if I'm wrong, if you're a mum, does your life change every day? Okay, your life changes every day, right? So today, that was yesterday. Today's the new day. So you're like, right, today, I'm not going to wake up late. So you wake up on good timing. But let's say the hot water doesn't work and JC can't have a shower before school. I have no idea. I obviously don't have kids, so I clearly am making crap up. Let's say he showers every morning and you're like, oh my God, there's no hot water. He won't shower. What am I going to do? So today you create a game with your son, what it's like to shower in cold water. And you pretend you're in the Amazon rainforest and there's only cold water, and you create a game and you become inventive with the game, right? And you do that. And then you go on Facebook Live and you share that story. You take him to school, you go at home and you do your morning thing. And then you go on Facebook Live and you're like, right, today, oh my God, guys. You thought I was bad yesterday. Let me tell you about today. Today, I really had to pull out all the stops. Our hot water was not working. It is winter in Canada. So I had to put my imaginative hat on and think of a game that I know JC isn't 3, but let's pretend he's 3, that my 3-year-old would play with me. He'd play a game. So I pretended that we lived in Alaska, and I pretended that in Alaska, they only have cold water. Or they have minimal hot water. So I said, right, what would we do in Alaska if we needed to shower because we're really smelly and we didn't shower for 5 days? And your son goes, oh, well, we would have to have cold showers. And you say, okay, so this is what we're going to do. And you talk on Facebook Live and you share the story of what it was like to get your son through an Alaskan winter shower. And you just make it into a story on Facebook Live. So other mums are going to go on that and be like, oh my God, I feel much better about my day because I didn't even feed my baby yet. And my other child's wearing a dirty top and I haven't taken the dogs out for a walk. Like, the more real you are and the more yourself you are, the more unpolished of a parent you are, the more relatable you come to everyone. And I'll ask you this question, Jenny, if you see someone on Instagram that is a polished mother, she has got her body on top form. She is skinny, mini. She's got 2 kids. They look pristine all the time. Her Instagram feed is perfect. Let me ask you, who is more relatable? Is that more relatable, or is someone who does the Facebook page that I just described? What is more relatable for you? Not which is more inspirational and aspirational. No, not inspirational. Not which is more, that's where I want to be, but which is more real right now.
The Facebook page.
Right, the Facebook page. That doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the Instagram page. See what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with it. If that's how she makes her money, fair play, she's a mum, and we want to cheer her on. We want to be cheerleaders of other women, period. Whether they're a mum or not mum, Woohoo! We're like, yes, love it. Like, she's a mum and you love what she's done. And once upon a time, she did what they did on the Facebook page, but maybe she did it in a different way. So the reason why you're going to do this Facebook page is not because you work in Juice Plus. Yes, this is a very good excuse. And we could do you another Juice Plus page and it could be like, Jenny's Juice Plus page. So today I'm going to talk to you about how many fruits and vegetables are in our fruit and veg capsules. No one gives a flying F. I'm sorry, but they do not. People will never buy a product of you because of the ingredients. I didn't buy the salt because I knew that the salt ingredients were good. I bought this salt because it reminds me of when I was a little girl and I remembered this packaging from when I used to eat chips at home. You know, it's because this salt has visual memories for me that bring back memories from when I used to have food at home. And I don't know why my mum bought this salt and put it on the table, but the point is my mum will have a story like that. Someone said, oh, that salt's really nice, and she did that. She didn't pick up the salt and go, okay, fine sea salt, yeah, anti-caking agent sodium, store in a cool dry place. That is not why she bought the salt. She bought the salt because of whatever reason. For me, I bought this salt because I have memories of a kid having a good time. Woohoo, that salt, good memories. Same with Heinz. That's why I buy Heinz ketchup, because I know I'll buy Heinz ketchup and it'll taste good. And it'll be like when I was a little girl and I had fish fingers and ketchup. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be like that, but your mind is a wonderful memory. So people aren't going to buy Juice Plus off you because you have a sparkling Facebook page and it's beautiful and everything about it is perfect. And there's like crystal green powder from the capsules. Oh, buy me, I'm so pretty. No. But 100 mums might follow you and they might be like, oh my God, that Jenny, she's great. She has got it. She's got it down. I mean, she didn't make her son a very good lunch that first day that I looked at her Facebook page. And actually, she's probably a bit crazy. It doesn't sound like she sleeps much. That woman gets up at 5. Why did she get up at 5? But I really like her Facebook page. She's real. She doesn't pretend to be anybody else. She shares her weight loss story. You know, there are no limits to this. This mum's page can be your personal page. The more personal you are, the better. I want you to be as personal as possible. If you want to share your health problems, share your health problems. You know, if you want to share the fact that you as a mum, you feel like I want to lose weight. And the reasons for that are because I want to be a healthy mum. I want my son to see that mums can lose weight. And I want my son to see that I can eat healthy. And if I eat healthy, I know my son will eat healthy too. I don't know if that's your reason. I'm just using an example, right? Maybe you don't want to lose weight. Maybe you actually just want to eat healthier so you have better skin. Whatever that is, the point is, the more personal you are on this Facebook journey, do you get what I'm getting at? The more people that are going to look at you and they're going to go, what is that woman doing? And you will connect with women all over the world. And let me tell you something. There aren't many people in Juice Plus that do it like this. There are not. You know why? Because we've never been taught this in Juice Plus. Lauren has never done a call like this that said, actually, guys, do a Facebook page about whatever you want to do it about. Some people have said that, but not in this respect. All of you, and I'm actually going to do this week, we're going to do a competition. Whoever's the best team member of the week this week, whatever that might be you hosted your own call this week, that might be you spoke to 50 people a day, that might be that you got your grid to me on time, that might be that you really tried and you were checking in on me every single day and I could really see the effort. I'm going to buy that person the Gary Vee Crushing It book. And the week after, we're going to do the same thing. And we're going to do it until every single person in this team has that book. And when you get that book and you read it and you understand what I'm trying to say, you will not regret making a Facebook page. And I'm telling you this because not only can you make money from Juice Plus business, you can make money from sponsorships, from companies that will go on. You know the woman, you saw the Chewbacca mask woman last week, right? Do you remember the story I told you? That woman got thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of vouchers for that shop. All she did was a freaking stupid video in her car park and she got thousands of free shit from a shop. Not only that, but she got a book deal. Hello? This is a normal woman who sat in her car park and put on a kid's toy mask and laughed herself hysterically, and she got 169 million Facebook views. And you're sitting there and you're telling me that you are not as normal as that woman and that you aren't weird and you have silly moments. Like, my Facebook Live was not perfect. And I'm so glad it wasn't. You know why? Because I am not perfect. And the reason I did that Facebook Live, I did it on purpose. And I shared my story and I was vulnerable and raw and real. I couldn't be until now. And the truth is I'll get up tomorrow and maybe not be able to talk like that. But I really forced myself tonight because I know that people are going to text me tonight and they're going to go, you know what? I'm really glad you did that. And I might just get people that ask me how I am, but that's not the purpose. The purpose is I want people to realize and see that sometimes life is hard, but I am a living proof example that you'll get through it. And Jenny, I know that shit is hard for you right now. I never said it was easy, but honestly, you could make this Facebook page and women all over the world would relate to you, especially if you were really real and you shared your shit, you know? And some days, Jenny, I'm not telling you have to share everything. You don't. Some days you can't share. Like, none of you know what's gone on in my life lately. None of you know. And that isn't because I don't love you. It's just because I chose to keep it that way. Just like that. And that doesn't mean I'm any less of a person or any of you are less of people to me. Just sometimes you can't share everything, you know? And that's all right too. And then you go on Facebook and you tell people like I did. I've gone through some stuff, guys, but I'm getting through it. Does that make sense? So, Jenny, we're going to work on your Facebook page together, okay? I want it to be something that you really communicate with me on and that you really try and get a clear understanding of what the hell this is, and that you know what you're doing, and take your time and be patient. Please, all of you, write. If you don't write anything else down, you write this down, please. Be patient and understand you might get no one for 2 years that watches your Facebook page. No one. 2 years. How many of you think you could sit there for 2 years and have no one like your stuff on your Facebook page? Not many of you is the answer. But you're going to read Crush It and you're going to hear stories about how people tried for 2 years and nothing happened in their business, but they didn't give up. And they tried and they posted, whether it was YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, whatever it is. Forget about the other social media channels in the sense of talking about your business. No, in the sense of, creating a Facebook page. Like, you might be like, oh, shouldn't I create an Instagram or shouldn't I create YouTube? No. Facebook is the moneymaker. Mark Zuckerberg is so bloody rich and famous. Do you know how much he's worth? He's worth like $69 billion. Mark Zuckerberg. Anyone seen The Social Network? If you haven't, go watch that film. And then you realize how big of a person Mark Zuckerberg is. He was a geek. He was a nerd at school that nobody liked, that everybody bullied, and that everybody thought was weird. And now look at him, 69 billion on Facebook. Facebook owns Instagram. Facebook are launching video like never before. They are becoming a fierce competitor for YouTube. If there is one social media channel we should all be focusing on, it is Facebook. Yes, Instagram is famous and yes, Instagram is great. Instagram is very lucky. It's a luck-driven, platform. You can do one thing on Instagram and it goes viral and you pop. But it might take a long time to do that. On Facebook, how many of you put a Facebook post up this week and it got like, let's say, way more likes than usual? And you were like, somebody liked my post today about pussy power. Whatever you wrote about, I don't know. And then the next post you put got 1 like. Has that ever happened to anyone? It's happened to me 100 times. That's what Facebook is. And actually, you might think that's frustrating, but it's beautiful. You know why? Because one post of yours could go viral on Facebook and the next one might have 0 likes. Doesn't matter. That one post went viral and that's all that matters. And all you got to look at is that the reason why we're doing it on a Facebook page and not a profile is because the amount of people that can see your Facebook page is unlimited. Even if your profile is public, the point is you can only have 5,000 friends. On Facebook, you could have 500 million people following you. Imagine. And I really want all of you to think big with this. And I really want all of you to be patient with your pages. Because guess what? At the same time, in 2 years' time, Pampers might ring up Jenny and go, when, let's say Jenny's pregnant in 2 years. Hey, Jenny, we want to send you like 6 months free supply of Pampers. Is that okay? Like, we love your Facebook page. We've been watching you since 6 months ago. And Jenny will be like, I've been making this shit for 6 years, you bitch. But she doesn't say that on the phone. She just goes, oh, wow, that's amazing. Sure, I would love to. And all you have to do, Jenny, is say, oh, I'm using my Pampers nappies today. That's it. If you don't believe me, you will believe me when you read Crushing It. I promise you. Crush It is an amazing book, and I'm reading Crush It too, and Crush It is the pillar of that book. It's the mother and the daughter book. It's Crushing It. And Crushing It is amazing because it's full of stories about people that that have done what Gary Vee said. How many pages? You only need 1 page is the truth. So, okay, so now we'll go to you, Mom. The truth is, Mom, if I was you, I would just focus on my beauty page, because your beauty page could pull in everything of your life. You don't really need a Minter's Vitality, to be honest with you. You don't need a Mummy's Mean Business page like Jenny. You just need a beauty page. You already have a business that is a beauty. So if I was you, I would have your beauty page. I would share your beauty treatments. I would share, you know, why it's really important to make sure you're nutritionally eating well as putting good products on your skin. And that's how you link the two, you know, nutrition. You don't say Juice Plus, you're just saying nutrition, skin, nutrition, skin. Yeah, you already have the Facebook page, you already have followers, so you're already a step ahead, right? You just need to change the way that you're really talking about you need to change the way that you're, you know, talking about certain stuff. And be real, be the beautician that is real. And when I say real, I mean not sharing your family drama, but I mean by sharing, you know, who you really are as a beautician. Like, oh, I specialize in massage and I also specialize in nail treatments. And, you know, maybe even offering competitions and saying, okay, so, oh God, my brain really hurts because I'm just trying to really put myself in like Gary Vee's spot, and I'm not Gary Vee. So, for example, you could be like, whoever shares this post, or, you know, whoever, oh God, let me think. Whoever guesses my nail color from them, like, and you could, like, even Olivia Measures actually is a great lady to follow in terms of beauty, because she'll always post stuff like, oh, what nails should I get? And like 300 people will comment on her freaking Facebook, like, oh my God, I got these nails. I don't really care about nails, can you tell? But the point is, it works because that's Olivia's brand, right? So, Mom, you could do that. You're a beautician. People give a shit about what you have on your nails. You could be like, oh, I'm trying this new eyelash technique. Like, which eyelashes do you prefer? And then find 3 pictures. Please use as good quality as you can. Or you could even do like a poll, like, oh, what treatment would you prefer for free as a buy one get one free gift? Like, you know, whatever. And you could say, would you prefer a free spray tan or free nails? Like, whatever, you know. Or you could say, what gift do you wish that you were getting in your stocking this year? And then you could write down 3 things, like unlimited massage for a year, or nail polish that never chips, or you know, spray tans that last for 3 weeks. I don't know, like, be a bit ridiculous, have a bit of fun, and put emojis, and, you know, be somebody that is creative. And don't do it on your Facebook profile, Facebook page. Because then eventually, in time, when all of you have your posts, me included, remember, I haven't got a clue actually how I'm going to do the angle, because I have many angles. I could do model me, I could do me as a model, I could do healthy and empowered. I actually don't know. And I'm thinking, oh God, what's the best route? And I've just got to think over it. But what I'm saying is, when you all have done your posts and you've got them down a little bit, and you know, you have an idea of, you know, how you're posting, and you might post 5 times a day, you might post once a day, it might be 3 times a week. Whatever you post, make it good, make it quality, make it insightful, remember, be as personal as possible. All of you, as personal as possible. The moment it starts looking like a robot is the moment you say goodbye to any sort of deal in the future. Be as personal as possible. And I don't mean by sharing, oh, I went through a breakup and I'm really depressed. No, don't do that. But instead, you'd be like, my top 10 beauty treatments for helping you get through a breakup. Instead, you know? And then instantly you're linking it to your beauty profile, but you're being personal. Actually, that's very good. I like that one. I now wish I was a beautician. But do you know what I mean? Like, and Jenny's could be like, oh, God, the 3 things to keep you sane when your son is not sane, you know, whatever. Like, or, you know, Jenny, your son has a disability, right? You could talk about anything to do with that. And you might think that your category is too niche. It is not too niche. Honestly, I'm going to show you someone on Instagram. He is called, let me just think of his freaking name because I've forgotten it. What's his Pedals, something pedals. People. Oh, I can't find him. Pedals. Let me just type it in. Pedals. Oh no, it's not going to work. Who did I follow the other day? Okay, Foolies. Here's a brand. So this brand is, oh, you can't really see. This brand, Foolies on Instagram, was featured in Gary Vee's Crushing It book. So this brand is about, now listen to this, empowering Black millennials. So that's empowering Black people between the ages of 22 to 35, I'm guessing, to foolishly live out their dreams while rocking our gear. Link below to purchase and grab exclusive content from us. And then he has like these little stories, apparel, motivation, daily emails, Foolies Friday features and podcast. And then he has like things like you are doing better than you think as a post. And then he has
process, homies. Trust it.
videos like this.
It's gonna build you, it's gonna break you, it's gonna make you better, stronger, and you gotta trust it. You gotta understand that these 50 plus hours you put in, these 60 plus hours you put in the late night.
I'll link you. You get the picture. This is a kid. I think he's about 32. This is a guy. I don't know his story actually. Let me find it in the Gary Vee's book. Sorry. And then that would help, wouldn't it? You would actually hear the story. So let's do this. Resume. This is really stressful. Bookstore, library. Rebecca will do you in a minute. Sorry, I know, guys, it's really late. I know you've all got work tomorrow. Okay, so how I'm crushing it. So it's one of the first stories that Gary Vee writes in his book. What you'll find in the Crushing It book is that he always puts different stories from different people that are crushing it. So this is his story. The guy whose brand I just showed you, the black guy that was ranting, his name is Nemo. I'm going to tell you his story. He was in New Orleans, which is a part of America. He just turned 30 and he was trying to meet a few women, not just any women, specifically some of the stars on his t-shirt, like blah, 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 blah. I don't know if any of you all know them, they're celebrities, who were in town to attend the Essence Festival, a 4-day mega celebration of Black culture in general and Black women in particular. It's the t-shirt that put his clothing brand, Foolies Limited Clothing Company, on the map, which is the Instagram account I just showed you. But here's what's really interesting about his presence at the gathering. What's really interesting about his presence at the gathering is how he actually got there. Listen to this story. It's amazing. So his fans and his customers gave his birthday money to pay for it. So they literally sent him the money to buy himself a plane ticket so he could attend and connect with people who could help him grow his brand. That's some pretty loyal, spectacular customer love and loyalty. Alex must have been doing something right. His name is Alex or Nemo. I think he goes by both. Alex has always had a strong entrepreneurial spirit. His mother died. Okay, now here's where the story gets really deep. His mother died when he was in the 5th grade, and since he didn't have a father figure, he was taken in by a family friend who already had 12 children. So imagine this. This woman had 12 children, and she took in another child of her own. He was grateful to have a roof, but at school he was tired of getting picked on for his raggedy clothes at school. So he'd carry around a big duffel bag stuffed with chips, candy bars, and Capri Sun so that he could sell them to make money at school. He also worked after school at a car wash where he got paid under the table because he was underage. So he got paid cash, like in secret. I was just trying to survive, is what he says. In 2005, when he was a student at the University of Florida, Alex was a rapper, dropping bars and spitting hot lines of fire. At least in my mind, I was doing that. While Googling how to create a brand for a rapper, he found an article that said a rapper needed to create an identity for his fans. So he and his brother of another color, Billy, Gary Vee didn't say that, the guy said that, a big supporter of his music, worked to come up with some sort of catchphrase. And we're sitting around saying, man, this idea sounds so foolish. This is so foolish of us. We kept repeating it and playing around, and we started saying, yeah, we're foolies. And it was like, what's a foolie? And I guess And I said, I guess somebody is a foolie who's dumb enough to try something and figure it out in the end. After graduating in 2009, I'm going to skip some of the story, blah, blah, blah. Basically, actually, this bit's important. Basically, he graduated in sports medicine, a degree, but he couldn't find a job. So he kept working on his music and working at a store. And then him and Billy, his friend, decided that rappers needed a clothing line. They had no money, so they ironed the word foolies on a dirty white t-shirt, and they did what Alex called the Damon John effect. This is the effect. Put it on one person, take a picture, take it off. Put it on another person, take a picture, take it off. Put it on another person, take it off after you've taken a picture. Because you don't have enough money to give shirts to people. So, but you can post pictures on Facebook and Twitter and make it seem like everybody has a shirt so that everybody wants a shirt. And that's what started happening for them. So when he had a special sale, he would send customers who bought a shirt a custom link to a YouTube video of himself singing a song with that person's name in it, or some other personal message. And he shipped the shirts inside miniature paint cans. The idea that when you open the can, you'd be releasing your dreams. How innovative is this guy, by the way? Like, can we all just like appreciate how innovative he is? And then send a handwritten letter to every single customer along with a dream journal, because that's the biggest thing that people don't do. They don't write down their goals down so they can never manifest them and come to life. Okay, this story is amazing. I love the story. Anyway, there's loads more to it. Yeah, there's loads more to it. I'm just reading if there's anything else I've really highlighted. And now, like, he basically mentors students in Florida. He gets sent free tickets to go to conferences that like are around empowering Black women. And this is a guy on Instagram. He has less followers than me. He has like 6,700 followers. And this guy is still doing what he loves, and he's earning some sort of money for it. It might not be a lot of money, but he's earning some money for it. And he's doing what he really loves. The one thing I want all of you to do more than anything is do something that you really love. And maybe you don't love this Juice Plus business right now, but that's because you aren't putting your personal heart and soul into this. The reason that people like Katrina Stark and Olivia Measures brand, the reason why her brand is so amazing is because it is her to a T. It is Princess Olivia Charlotte Measures. It's about cars and nice jewelry and handbags. If you saw me talking about that, that would not be Natasha Minter. So I have to find my own way and my own personal brand, and all of you need to do that too. I really hope that this has drilled into some of you why it's really important you have a personal brand. Let's do Rebecca really quickly before we go off. Bex, what would you like to do a Facebook page about?
Well, I like the one that I used to have, to be honest, because it's cats and fitness, and I used to post on it daily. I think I managed to get 100 or odd likes on it and stuff, but I think I just didn't have the patience to keep at it long enough. Mm-hmm. But it was pretty good for what I got on there. I got a couple of sort of workout videos with my cats in there, and some decent stuff. So I think I should probably continue with that. But I think be more. The videos were real, like they were really good. But my other posts, I don't think they weren't real. I was sort of just using stuff off of a page. It's like sharing other workouts or sharing, I don't know, tips from some other fitness person rather than me. So I think I need to do more of me on there, but it did seem to work, that page. Do
you think you should focus on one rather than both? Do you think that's what you found hard before?
What do you mean?
If you were trying to please everybody in fitness and everybody in cats at the same time?
Maybe.
I think you should pick one and focus on that. It doesn't mean that you can't do workout. Like, if you focus on, like, which one do you think you focus on? I don't want to choose for you. I know which one I think you should, but I'm not choosing.
I think I could probably do more with fitness, but cats I think would go wider.
Doesn't matter what would go wider. What would you prefer to do? What would you talk about every day? What would you talk about now every day?
Cats.
What you're never going to get bored of talking about?
Cats.
What do you talk about every day on Facebook now?
Cats. Yeah. Okay.
So I think that don't be scared that it will be too small, fitness or cats. There are enough crazy cat people out there that will follow you. And you don't need 1 million followers for your brand to make you money. You don't need that. What is important is the engagement. It's not the following, it's the engagement. If you have 500 people that follow you and 250 of them that like your posts, you are onto a freaking winner chicken dinner, I am telling you. And honestly, in truth, if you wanted to, you could do it with Jessica, actually. You two don't really even need to do it separately. You can if you want to. I thought I saw her, which is why I just thought I'd bring her in. But, you know, creating a brand around twins, like, you're already special because you're a twin. You know what I mean? And you could... The thing is, if you do cats, you can still do workout videos with cats because that's still funny. And people are still going to want to show that, you know? But it just means that you don't have to do that every day. And it just means that if the cat doesn't go in the workout video, that's cool. You don't post it on your page, you post it on your normal profile instead. You know what I mean? And then you're just being real. And, you know, you can do Facebook Live videos talking about, you know, top 10 tips to look after your cats, you know? And you could like, oh my God, there's so much you could do. You could do cat outfits, and then you could do polls for cat outfits for Halloween and for Christmas. And you could do the best cat food. Mum, you can do this, and Jenny, you can do this. Jenny, you could compare the best baby products, you know, compare the best nappies, which ones give your babies rashes. Mum, you can compare the best beauty products for your skin and the best products under £5. Rebecca, you can compare the best cat food. You know, why is IAM's cat food better than Pedigree cat food? I don't know the answer. Do you know the answer? And if you don't, like, can you do an experiment? Can you film your cats smelling the food? Can you see which one they prefer? Whether they go to the Pedigree quicker and they eat that faster, or what? Like, how much water should cats drink? Do cats go outside? What does a house cat look like? Do house cats annoy people? Are they smelly? Do house cats poo in the house? How do you get your house cat to poo in the litter box? Like, do you see what I'm saying? There are so many things that you can cover. So many. And you might think for 3 years nobody follows your page and nobody gives a shit, and then guess what? Doesn't matter, because the owner of Pedigree cat food comes along randomly and finds your Facebook page and goes, oh shit, what is this girl doing on Facebook? I want to see what she's been doing. And she scrolls and she scrolls and she scrolls, and she sees she's been doing this for 3 years, and she finds the poll where people have been voting for which cat food is better, and she sees that IAM's won over Pedigree, and she's like, shit, I hope our food got better. And she messages you and she says, hi Rebecca, I'd really love it if you could test out our new Pedigree cat food. Can you tell me you know, your address? Can I send you some free cat food and you can see if your cat likes our new formula? I saw that we didn't do so well in the poll last time, and I'd really love you to do the poll again. And then you get free cat food for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Honestly, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's not ridiculous. Like, influencers are a thing, and social media is changing the world. And you have an opportunity right now, every single one of you has an opportunity to jump on something where you can might make £10 in your first year, you might make 10 grand in your second year. Who knows? The point is, you're not doing this to make money. You're doing this. Why? Remember, someone tell me the beginning of the training call when I said what Juice Plus is really about?
Community.
Right. You're doing this to create a community. You might never make any money from that. You know, if you did a brand about the best salt brands and how salt looks in water and what salt looks like in the snow, I don't freaking know. Like, bullshit, whatever. I love salt, so I'm going to talk about salt all day, every day. Oh my God, I don't know. Honestly, you would be so surprised. There is Facebook pages for everything. But you know what there isn't a Facebook page about? Can someone tell me? Someone guess? There isn't a Facebook page made by you, and you're the only person in the world that looks, thinks, talks, and acts like you. There is only one you. You are unique, you are special, you are different, and you are interesting, and you're wonderful. And there is so much that you have to offer to the world. And I will never do it like you, because guess what? You are you and I am me. And we are very different people. And the people you attract into your team are very different people that I attract in my team. So can you see why I'm excited? I'm very excited about this. I'm excited because there's not only are you going to do something that you love, you will fall in love with this. You might think it's a chore at the beginning and you might hate it and you might be like, oh my God, why am I doing this? And then you might find that you get 5 new followers on your Facebook page and you're like, oh, 5 new people liked my Facebook page. You could let those 5 people sit and watch you, or you can message those people and say, oh my God, hi, I hope you're as crazy about cats as I am. Where are you from? Blah, 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 blah. And then you build a relationship with somebody. And then guess what happens when you build a relationship with somebody? They trust you and they like you. That's the number one goal with this. You create a community, and then you want to show people ways that they can trust you and the ways that they can like you. If I wanted to find the best beautician in my area, or it doesn't even matter if you're not in, Cheshire, but you found a beautician on the internet that was giving you the real deal, Dermalogica versus Esper, which is another makeup brand, another skincare brand. And Mum, you could do Facebook Lives, or you could do videos on what a Dermalogica mask looks like before and after, and what an Esper mask looks like before and after. You could list the benefits and the disadvantages of both, and you could compare them and let your audience decide. Once a month you could do that. This month I'm going to try a Clearasil face mask. I don't know. You could do a cheap high street brand one week, and then in a month's time or next week you could do an expensive brand like Esper. You could do Tropics. You could do a Juice Plus berry blend Facebook mask, and the difference between using a real whole food product on your face to something else. Jenny, you could do the same thing, but for mums. The best face mask around to get rid of those bags after you've not slept all night. You could get other mums to come on a Facebook Live with you and ask them their top 5 tips for surviving motherhood in the first 5 years. There are so many things that you can talk about. I could sit here and go on all night long. I actually wrote down for Jessica last week that if she wanted to do something, Jessica could do, coping in hospitality, like working in a job that you hate, I don't know, like something like that. And it doesn't even have to be negative. She can spin it on a positive and be like, well, I might hate my job, but it means that it means that I'm really happy when the clock turns 11 o'clock. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's a bad example. But what I'm saying is there is opportunities for everything. You could do, Jessica's page could be about my journey to getting out of hospitality. And her story could be about how she started an online business, her Juice Plus business. She won't say it's Juice Plus. How she started an online business and how she was super keen to get out of hospitality. So she worked around the clock. She did her stalling moments. She used to go to the toilet at work and she would hide and reply to 5 messages. Trust me, there are people out there that would like that, and it might take you 2 years to find those people. But when you find those people, they might be NMDs in the making. They could be your NMD that does it in 6 months. You just don't know. And the point is, if you don't try, you will never know. And I really believe that this Facebook page is a fantastic way to reboot and restore all of your guys' businesses, but also find you a way to fall in love with social media in a different way, because I feel like some of you look at it like it's a chore and it's a job. And actually, it's amazing that we can use a platform that could essentially make us a lot of money in very many different ways, And your page stuff, you can share that on your profile, because Rebecca has loads of people on her profile that love her cat stuff. So she can instantly, oh my God, Rebecca, you could have so many followers on your page purely just because of your Facebook profile. And if you've got a page already, let's say Denny or Mum, you have your Facebook page already and you don't like the stuff, just delete it, the posts. If you have followers, don't delete the page, just delete the posts. Don't bother going through that. And maybe it's good to go through and spend the time, Like, I really tried to talk to my mum the other day how sometimes when you take time and you spend time, like, so I can say this, Mum, don't do it late at night. Don't do it when you've done a shift at work. Look at your calendar this week and look and see when you have a morning free. to sit and go through your Facebook page and delete all the old posts that aren't going to help your business grow. Because people will look, people will go and scroll back. But you need, like, if you're someone like my mum that can't work really late at night because whatever, then you need to find the time in the morning that you can do that. Omegas is a serum. No, not your personal profile, your page, your Facebook page for your beauty thing. Because this is the one you're going to focus on. You're still going to order your page. Sorry, you're still going to order your profile, you know, and you're still going to be yourself. But the reason you're doing a page is because you're showing the world, more of the world, who you are, and anyone can see a page. You can say to, like, this is such an exciting new thing for you to share with people. Like, Rebecca works in a cat rescue centre. You can tell people, hey, guess what? I actually have a Facebook page where I share top tips on how to look after your cat. Oh my God, is there anything that even exists like that out there? Is there even a page that could do research? And if you really looked hard enough, would you even find a page that shares tips on how to look after rescue cats? Does that even exist? And if not, can you ask your place that you work at and say, hey, look, can I just put a poster up about my new Facebook page? I really think it would help everybody, and I would really like to, invite everybody to like this Facebook page. I love cats, and I'd really love to, grow my Facebook page and help people. Like, why can't you do that? What are you saying makes it different? What do you mean by that question? I am so tired. I need to go soon.
I mean, when you look at other beauty pages, for example, they just post adverts or appointments.
What makes it different is you.
Yeah, so to do what you're saying, being a bit more creative would make it perhaps stand out and a bit more different, more about beauty, for example.
Yeah, it's you. Like, what's your favorite beauty treatment? You don't need to tell me, but like, what is your favorite beauty treatment? What is your favorite beauty product? What product have you used that you hate? Bye, Bex. Bye, Jessica. Bye. Like, what product do you absolutely hate that you've tried? Like, Gary Vaynerchuk has never been scared to talk about wine that he doesn't like. He got famous because of his wine library. That's how he made his money initially, And he was never scared to talk about a wine that he didn't like. Like, because but the thing is, not everyone's going to agree with you, and that's okay, because that's your opinion. You might love Dermalogica and other people might hate it. You might love Tropics, other people might hate it, and that's okay. The point is, this page is about you and your professional opinion and how you as a professional show up to the world. And how can you do that, And you're going to get people that, you can talk to about your business, Juice Plus, and that, and some of them you're not going to be able to for a long time. And you have to be patient with that. You have to be understanding and know that that's okay, and not expect to make, be an NMD from it, because that's not the purpose of this. The purpose of this is to build a community. If you build a community, you'll help everybody.
So would something be good, like, maybe, like, could I talk about, like, the project and stuff that I'm working on now? Like,
perfect, and why is that important as a mum?
okay.
Like, I know that you're probably a big part of that, and you want JC to show up and realize that community is really important, and that he should have an impact in the community that he lives in. And if maybe you didn't know, but that's what it looks like to me. And actually, it's really amazing. And I love that, you're somebody that has so many challenges, yet you're still pushing boundaries for yourself, and you're creating new barriers for yourself. And you're saying, actually, you know what? Like, I am doing stuff that's not necessarily comfortable for me, but I'm going to show my son that it's really important to have a community around them, because you're still so young, he's still got so many years in him for you to talk about as a kid,
Yeah.
Katie, we'll have a call and talk about yours. I have some ideas already. I think you could do it like turning from someone who would never share and be shy, to someone that's now like growing into themselves more. We could do that. We could do what it's really like to be a school teacher, and you could share like things that you do at school, or maybe that you can't do that because it might be private. You might have to have a contract that says you can't do that. I don't know. There's so many things, honestly. Now I need to think about myself, like, what am I going to do? Okay, great. I'm going to go because I am so tired. I need to...
All right. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining. I know we were so long, but I hope it's all helped.
Talk to you soon. Post more ideas.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.